Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. So here's part 3 for completing the quest that came with the second part of Wildwoods. We have 4 new quests, so if you haven't seen part 1 or 2, make sure to see them. They are the most recent videos on my channel from yesterday and from Wednesday. But anyways, let's get started. So first off, we have to speak with Juniper, so let's see what this quest is about. Greetings, fair Justine. Isn't it such a fine day we're having? Alas, I cannot enjoy it, for I have troubles on my mind. Have you seen a blue-maned foal that mistakes itself for a squirrel by any chance? A squirrel foal? I know, it's a little absurd to wrap your head around. That's the mystics for you. You see, I have a dear friend of the warrior's herd who I sent letters to. The separate herds aren't meant to interact much, but Rocco and I are simply inseparable. We secretly send letters to each other with the help of the squirrels. Their tree-climbing finesse makes for a speedy and discreet service. They even help me write the letters in code. Everyone else is none the wiser. But here's where things have gone tragically wrong, all thanks to that little squirrel foal Ziggy. She's caught wind of our secret letters, and the little rascal threatened to tell on me. She offered to keep things hush-hush on one condition: she gets to deliver the letter. What other option did I have? So I gave her the letter, and ever since I've been eagerly awaiting one back. Rocco usually replies straight away, but I haven't heard a thing from him all day. I have a sneaking suspicion the letter didn't make it. Trust a daydreaming mystic to deliver things on time. You are a blessing to this forest. Thank you. Good luck in finding Ziggy. I'm sure you'll find her in the branches or surrounded by a pile of nuts or something. Okay, so we have to find where Ziggy has went to. I think I've seen Ziggy, that foal, so let's try to look where Ziggy might be. Okay, so it looks like we found Ziggy. Exactly, that's what I keep trying to tell them, but they won't listen. Oh, it's Riversong dressed up as their human, Justine. The squirrels and I were in the middle of an important discussion. Aren't you forgetting something? What? The letter! Juniper wanted me to deliver the letter with my squirrel superpowers. I kind of forgot. It's okay, I can handle it. You will? Thank you. Now I can finally get back to our meeting. As I was saying, Pip. Okay, so it looks like everything is okay, so I'm gonna go back. So over here we have Rocco, so let's deliver the letter to him. The almighty Justine and Riversong, have you come back to test your strength some more? Ash almost took your limelight earlier. She jumped from the rock down onto the drum just like you did, except she backflipped. Well, she almost backflipped. She landed on her back. Thankfully, the drum is bouncy, or that could have been a broken bone. Either way, that's hardcore. You've got mail. Oh, a letter from Juniper. So you know about our secret correspondence, then? It's hard being so far apart from Juniper, and coming from different herds, speaking outside of meetings is a big no-no. Sadly, we have to keep our communication a secret. Good thing we have the squirrels helping us out, right? Hold on, you're not a squirrel. What are you doing delivering letters? Just helping out. Well, thank you. You know, there's something mighty noble about helping out others. No amount of drumming or racing around can get you that. Now time to read this letter. I wonder what he said this time. A petal, a paw print, and a pebble. I'm still learning the secret squirrel language. What do you think it means? I'll just say the first one. Well, Juniper does represent himself with a petal and a pebble for myself, but then what's the paw print for? I'll need to think about it. Thanks for making sure Juniper's letter got to me. Stay strong, Justine and Riversong. Okay, so that's the end of that quest, and we actually have a quest right here with Ash, so I guess we'll start this one up next. No way, I'm not doing it, Rocco. I don't need a stupid amulet. You don't mean that, Ash. The amulets are what connects us to our ancestors. What would old Whisker Bloodhoof think of you now? I don't care. Oh, look what the squirrels dragged in. Two-legger and the saddle broken. It's Justine and Riversong. You're just in time. Ash and I are about to make a daring journey into the ancient Colosseum. No, I don't want to. You'll be fine. It's only the home to the spirits of generations of our ancestor warriors. Justine, you've got what it takes to head into the ancient Colosseum, right? Of course. See, Ash, if a human isn't scared, you haven't got any reason to be. Prepare yourself, we're heading into rocky lands. What have you gotten us into? I'll meet you at the ancient Colosseum. You know the place, the big dusty plain surrounded by tusks. Try not to get lost on your way there, outsider. Okay, so we'll go to the ancient Colosseum. Don't sneak up on me like that. Ugh, you took your time. Did you get cold feet or something? Let's start collecting items to make a new and ancestral amulet then. We should split up and search the area for anything that can be used. Okay, so I'm going to look for some items. That's cool that the horses are actually... Oh, a smooth onyx gemstone. It's cool that the horses are actually like moving. I love these quests with the horses. I don't know, it's so different than what we were doing before. Like, we're not talking to people. Okay, so I found the last one, which was a piece of bone. So now I'm gonna go back over. Found anything? Great, us too. We should have enough to construct the amulet. Let's get out of here now. Ash, you've been on edge this entire time. What's up, warrior? I'm fine. You can tell us. Okay, I'm scared, alright? I know, the meanest warrior of the herd, scared. This place gives me the creeps. It's like I could feel the cold eyes of my ancestors glaring at me. Doesn't that comfort you? All your grandmas and grandpas are watching your fearlessness right now. No, I feel like I failed them. After my sister left to join that daydreaming herd, I haven't been able to step foot in these parts. I'm ashamed of myself. What are you talking about, Ash? You're one of the bravest warrior horses I know, and it wasn't your fault your sister left. She needed to find her own path in life. Isn't that right? I'll say the first one. Look at Justine over here, dropping truth bombs on us. No matter what, the two of you are sisters, even if she had to leave the herd to find herself. You guys are lame. I'll think about what you said, but don't go telling anyone about this, okay? I wouldn't want my reputation of being a cold-hearted warrior to become compromised. I'll keep your secret safe on one condition. Join me out here to hunt for warrior artifacts again. It was so much fun digging around in the dirt. You too. I guess that wouldn't hurt. Sure, we can meet here and try to gather more interesting items for the other warriors. Awesome! Your ancestors would be proud, Ash, and yours too. All your grandmas and grandpas. See you next time. Oh, and now Ash was added to my journal, so let's go over here, and this was the last character to fill this empty spot. It also looks like we got a daily, so it looks like you can help look for artifacts and you can get 100 reputation with the warriors, which sounds like a lot. This is the first daily we've gotten. There's not like staple chores or other dailies, so I guess if you want to build up reputation, this is a good way, because 100 reputation sounds like a lot. I think you may only get like 10 when you do the quests, so I'm going to quickly do this and then I'll do the other ones. So it looks like the next quest is with Willow, so let's do this one. You came to see me, I'm glad you're here. Sorry, I got a bit carried away there. My head is in the clouds today, drifting with the breeze, thinking about times gone by. Such is the way of the mystics. I wasn't always a mystic though. I was born and raised by the warriors, but I never connected with their ways. When I got older, I found my way here and I felt at home ever since. But I still have some doubts sometimes, you know? The hardest part was leaving behind my sister, Ash. I know, the toughest warrior horse is my sister. We're pretty much polar opposites, but it's true. Our sisterhood has been strained ever since I left. Sometimes I wonder if I made the right decision to leave. What do you think? Should I have stayed? I'll say the first one. I did, and that's what got me here, knee-deep in mud, talking to a gray worlder, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. I see your mind is in as much doubt as mine. I suppose I'll never know the answer, and instead have to live with wondering what life would have been if I'd never left. Oh, Justine, you really are wise beyond your years. I feel like our souls have known each other for a very long time. I have an idea to help me feel more connected to my old life with the warriors. After you had my back in my confrontation with Ash, I have no doubt in you. Would you help me out again, dear Grey Worlder? Thank you. Now the item I'm looking for is sure to stand out. I can't go there myself. The herds are to strictly stick to their own areas of the village. Good luck. Okay, so we have to find the item. So it looks like we're gonna have to go into another territory and find this item for Willow. So it looks like the item is right here. This must be the item Willow is looking for. We'd better get this potted plant back to Willow. Okay, so we'll return the plant to Willow. My plant! I've been missing this little thing ever since I left. It's more important to me than I could ever explain. I know it must seem strange to treasure this little potted bit of nature when there's sprawling greenery all around me, but you see, Ash gave me this plant. It was the night I earned my first stripe on my coat, and Ash was so proud of me, her little sister growing up into a warrior, following her in her footsteps. She could tell I wasn't so excited about it. I'd always been the black sheep of the herd, gazing up at the night sky while the other foals raced around Gallop Plains. So she gave me this little plant, something for me to nurture and care for, to whisper all my worries to. It made my time as a warrior feel not so lonely. I've left a lot of things like that back in the warriors area. It would be nice to see them again, and they're only small. Who would miss them, really? Say, you can wander into warrior territory without an issue. Would you be willing to pick up something of mine if you're ever in those parts? It won't ever be anything too big, I promise. Just little mementos like this plant. We can put them back after, and everyone will be none the wiser. Thank you for listening to my thoughts. Be sure to visit me in the fens again sometime. Okay, and it looks like we have dailies for Willow, and this will be for the Mystics, I'm sure, and we'll probably every day have to bring back something. So here it says, "Hi, I have a little something here that I'd like to go back to the warriors part of the village. Would you be so kind as to take it there for me?" So we'll return a memento, and this way I can get some reputation with the Mystics, and for example I can buy some other clothing that you have to be like friendly for. I also didn't realize Juniper had a daily quest with me because I don't put the daily quests on my map because there's so many of them, but deliver a letter from Juniper to Rocco, and this would be for the Foresters. I didn't realize I had this one, so I might as well do that daily as well. The last quest is with the Warrior Guard right next to a place that is closed, so let's do this final quest. Stop right there. Do you know where you're treading? This is the Grey World Pass. Only the horses who wish to leave for the outside world can pass through here. Some of our kind choose to leave the Wildwoods to partner up with a human. Sometimes they go alone, sometimes they're accompanied by the bearded one. They're always welcome back, of course. Still, we can't leave this pass unguarded, or else the herds will start treating this place like a revolving door, and those nosy humans will start poking around too. Which calls for the all-important question, what's the password? I'll say the last one. Oh, but of course, I didn't seem to notice. My eyesight's not what it used to be. Standing here all day, watching the others have fun in the ancient Colosseum. Safe travels, two-legger. Be sure to visit the Wildwoods again. Oh, so actually, this is opened now. Oh, that's cool. Grey World Gap. Oh, this is so cool. So, I guess we'll be able to, this goes through Fir Grove. I didn't think we'd be able to unlock it yet. This is interesting. Yep, and here's Fir Grove Village. So I guess now if you're ever in Fir Grove Village, you can use this spot and you have another entrance. I mean, it's a very small entrance. We still have this big sliver here, but at least we got a part of it open. So those are finally all the quests for the second part of Wildwoods. There was so many quests, and if you add up all my video times, it has taken me forever to do all of the quests. I don't know if it's taken you a long time, but I've read through all of the dialogue because of course I want to learn about this area. I'm sure a lot of you have read it through too, and I'm just seeing so many posts and so much stuff on Instagram and people enjoying it, so I'm really happy that most people like this new area. Also, I know a lot of people are hoping that these soul riders or that the main story will come here to Wildwoods, because I know eventually Wildwoods and the main story will link together, so hopefully soon we'll have some main story quests and we could see the soul riders in Wildwoods. That would be super cool. I hope you enjoyed these 3 parts for the videos. I know they were all really long, but I want to keep these quests for memories and of course for your enjoyment. If you enjoyed, remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, it really helps me out, and turn on notifications so you know every single time I make a new video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!